I'm not sure if we're angled right here. Hi. Good evening, good evening. It is, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. I don't know what day of the week it is. So, I wasn't planning to do this tonight. I've got an online vendor event starting tomorrow, and I'm sitting here getting ready for it. But I decided that I wanted to go ahead and jump on and do a spontaneous live. And I so hope some of my friends can join me, that they'll see that this is here and they can join me. I'm having a class Saturday here in town in Broken Arrow, and we are doing a kit that I have available on my website. Sorry. And it was supposed to arrive Friday, and I got a notice from FedEx. No, I didn't get a notice. I went to my tracking when it didn't arrive, and it said, delayed, no scheduled time for delivery. And I've been panicking, and I called them, and they were supposed to call me back, and they never called me back. And I got home today, and they're here. And so I started to open it. I was like, well, wait a minute. I can't just do this by myself. Sandra T. Hi, Sandra. So, I'm going to do this tonight. This is what I'm teaching in class Saturday. And if you are in the Tulsa /Bixby /Broken Arrow /Jinx /Catoosa all these areas out here, Metro Tulsa, Tulsa Metro, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're doing Saturday at JADE Treasures in Broken Arrow at 91st and Elm, 2 to 4. All the information is in the description with the phone number to call if you want to sign up. There are 5 spots left. I wasn't really saying much about it because I was afraid my stuff wasn't going to get here, and I didn't want to disappoint people, but it came today. So now I can broadcast even more about my class Saturday. I was going to have to find a substitute if this didn't come, but it's here. This has got some great wood pieces. I'm sorry, hold on one moment. I am live right now, and we'll send it to you soon. Thank you so much. Okay. Sandra, how are you doing? It's been almost 2 weeks now. And it's already Wednesday, and I've got to get my event sent out for Friday night. This is what we're making. I don't know if you can see it. It's a double-sided piece with the word love on this side and the word home on the other side. We have this transfer. Oh, I'm loving this transfer because they're all individual pieces. So it'll make it a lot easier to use it for this particular project as well as other projects. I put the link to this kit, by the way, in case anybody is interested. You should do a Zoom class in the future. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now that I know how to do those little rooms, yes, ma'am. You're right. And I'm glad you're good. How's that necklace coming along? How's that necklace coming along? I forget, you're not down there, you're up here. Although I'm looking at your picture down there. So this is the transfer we'll be using. And the kit comes with a little paintbrush for painting your blocks if you choose to do so. You don't have to. Of course, this is always up to you to decide how you want it done. I'm going to do it like this picture. So I'm going to paint 3 of these blocks red. And I'm going to paint the other side of those 3 blocks this pretty ocean mist color. And then we'll do the letters in the white just like we see here. Yes, ma'am. Definitely one for Valentine's Day. This is a combined Valentine's Day and year-round thing. So here are the little blocks. I have an obsession over wood. I don't know why, and I have a saw now. I can cut them up. But here are the 4 blocks. These are fantastic blocks. Look at this. They're beautiful, nice and thick. You can use them as standalone pieces, or you can, you know, glue them all together so that they don't, you know, move around and fall apart or anything like that. And then here's the bottom, the base piece that you see right here. That sits right there. Okay. So that's what we're going to use there. And then this little house right here and that little heart, they are not stencils. They are little teeny tiny wood cutouts. I want these little wood cutouts. I want a whole bunch of these. So these are going to be used. And they gave us this, the kit comes with this double-sided sticky stuff to put on your wood thing. Or you could glue it on, depending on what you want to do. I saved this so I can package other things, other kits myself. And then also comes with the chalk paste that you need in order to do the project. We have a candy apple red, we have a shimmer gold, we have an ocean mist, and a bright white. So those come with the package as well. I'm debating if I want to use my container, if I want to use these. I should use these. I'm going to use these. And a squeegee. And 4 trays. Okay. So, I'm going to, at this point, lower the camera down to the table so you can see, sorry, I'm getting messages. Oh, that's a tough decision, right? Well, for some of us it isn't, because I couldn't afford the real gold. Not at this point in my life. All right, let me lower you down to the table so we can see what's going on down here. If you get dizzy, close your eyes and I will let you know when we're done. Down we go. See if that's a good angle. It's late. I'm looking a hot mess. I really didn't plan on doing this. Oh, I still have my plate here. This is what I found at Animal Aid of Tulsa, and I'm looking for the design that I want to use with my transfers that really jumps out at me. And then once I find it, I'm going to do this, and I will probably end up inking this. I'm in an online event starting tomorrow, January 6 to 15, and I think I'm going to use this and do one of my lives with this plate that I love so much. So, we have all our parts here. I don't need that. We have all our parts. I'm not very, you know, when I watch other people do their videos on how to do these things, they're so neat and organized. And I'm just all over the place. All right. So shimmer gold. Oh, no, I'm gonna do. Okay, I almost started opening it on this end, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to open it on this end because I'm not going to be using this whole package tonight, I don't believe. So as I use it, I'll be wanting to cut away at the package so I can get to the paste. And once you cut away the gold, it'll be hard to tell what color it is. So I'm going to start at the bottom, so that way when I seal it shut with a clip, it'll still tell me what color it is, and I won't have to, like, you know, try to open it and dig it out and that sort of thing. So Ocean Mist and Candy Apple Red are going to be in the tray so that I can mix a little bit of water in them to thin them out a little bit so I can paint my... And I'm realizing... Do I have my blow dryer? I do. I have my blow dryer and my heating tool, so that's good. I'm set for that. So I just cut a little hole and squeeze a little out. Put it in the tray. Okay. Use my squeegee. There we go. I probably took out more than I needed to. And then I need just a little bit of candy apple red. Alright, I'm sorry, let me let this person know. Thank you. I am live right now. And we'll send that to you soon. I appreciate you. Okay. I'm doing preparations for tomorrow, sending out invites. I probably should have just cut the corner. That probably would have been better to do, but I didn't. I'll do it like this. And then squeeze out a little bit of red. It's not working. I don't use these very much. I need to practice using these because I won't be able to help others if I'm not sure how to do it myself, right? There we go. Alright, so there's candy apple red. It's probably not enough now that I'm thinking about it. I'm just going to take my water and spray a little bit. I'm going to use my stir stick. Spray a little bit here to thin it out. I should have gotten a little cup of water so I could rinse out my paintbrush, but I've got other paintbrushes on hand, so I'll just use 2 paintbrushes instead of 1. Get that out of the way. Okay. Am I in let me fix this so we can see better. Okay, I'm about to lower it just a little bit more. Okay. Maybe that'll be better. Because I'm like out of the sight of the camera, and I want you to be able to see what's going on here. That way when you get yours, you'll know exactly. Oh yeah, that's a much better angle. So I'm just working it out so that there's not a lot of lumps. I want it to be more like chalk paint instead of chalk paste. Chalk paste is a lot thicker than the chalk paint. And when you do it like this with the chalk paint, it doesn't take a whole lot to cover, you know, the area that you want to cover. And it might have gone a little faster with the brush. Okay. So that's ready. I don't normally do these kits. I normally just do my own thing. So this is fun. I'm excited. All right. So now we're just going to take the ocean mist and paint it on here. We're going to do that with 3 of the blocks. Now, I'm not going to do the sides. The sides are going to stay white. Again, when you do yours, it is totally and completely up to you how you want to do it. I'm just going to do the top. Same with this one. Put one aside so I don't accidentally paint it. I'm loving this ocean mist. Here we go. Can't believe it's like probably 30 some degrees outside tonight, and I'm in here roasting. I'm hot. What's it like in your area, Sandra? Are you feeling winter yet? Your version of winter yet? This event tomorrow, January 6, 2022 to January 15, 2022, has 30 different vendors participating. And gosh, there's quite a few that I'd never even heard of. And I can't wait to see what they are about. If you would like to check it out, just let me know and I'll send you an invite. But it's 6 days of shop, or is it 9 days? The 6th to the 15th. 9 days of shopping and giveaways and fun and just learning about new things. You know, with Valentine's Day coming up, or even birthdays and Mother's Day and all that fun stuff, it'd be a great, easy way to, you know, knock those gifts out right away. All in one stop without having to go out there. It's 70 degrees. Wowie, wow, wow. Okay, so I painted all 3 blocks and I didn't even use it all. I'm glad I didn't put any more out. Bubbles is going crazy downstairs. I'm going to use one of my paintbrushes for the red. And so now I want to do the same with the red. I'm just mixing water in with it. Now, since you're not putting it in a container of other paste, and this is not going to go back in your container, it's okay to just use tap water. I'm just using my distilled water because it's what I have handy. But distilled water is what you would want to use when you're trying to rejuvenate your paste. But you can use any water when you're just putting some aside and you're thinning it out so you can paint with it. See, that went a lot easier with the brush than it did with the stir stick. Okay, I need to dry these before I paint the other side. Ooh! So, I unplugged all my plugs. So if you want to check this kit out on my website, I put the link to that as well in the description. Sorry, I'm totally unprepared. This is spontaneous, I promise you. That's why I like this here. The link's in the description. It'll take you to my website, and this kit's there, and there are other kits that are available as well. All right, let's dry these. It's about to get loud. I'm drying it with the blow dryer, but I'm going to pull my blow dryer back. And so now this is dry and ready for use. That one's dry and ready. Dry and ready. So now I'm going to do the other side. This is going to be the Valentine's side. You know, I don't know, I could probably do a Valentine Zoom class or, you know, class in the Facebook room. It might be tough because with the way FedEx is acting, I don't know what the deal was. but they held on to my stuff. It was shipped from Utah and it sat in Utah. So they signed, FedEx scanned it and then held on to it and wouldn't give a delivery date. And I don't know if it was because of the holidays and they were just short-handed or what the deal was. And they weren't very responsive either about getting back to me. But at least they got it here before my class. So that's the important part. Am I in camera? I'm sorry. I'm leaving camera site. I'm trying to be careful. Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, people had been complaining, but I hadn't experienced it until this. And I really needed to have this done last week and sitting out at the store so people could see what we were going to make for class, but I wasn't able to do that. So, but tomorrow I'll take this out there after work. I'll swing by. I'm making sure I'm not painting the wrong side. I want to paint over the blue. Ocean mist, over the ocean mist. Now, one of the things that could be done... Oh, look at that. I got it on the side. See, I have to be careful with my hands. And that's okay. I can just touch that up with some white chalk paint. But one of the things I've thought about, too, while painting this is maybe distressing it. Or kind of giving it a little bit of a rustic look by, you know, getting the edges with some of the, with some brown or some antique. I'm trying to think of the name. Mine is Java. My brown chalk paint is Java. Or I could sand it down a little bit once it's dry and change that out. Change it that way. Not change it, but, you know, touch it up that way. I think tonight, since this is spontaneous, I'm going to leave this like this. All right. So that's that. Now I'm going to dry these. I need to... do this because I'm just getting it everywhere. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Thrifting Thursday at a new thrift store, new to me thrift store, and yet another one. Excuse me. Let me dry this real quick. It's about to get loud. So I'm just blow drying them. But I'm doing it away from the phone so it won't be too loud, I hope. Okay. That one's got a little bit more to go. I've got my floor mat all pulled up by the wheel of my chair because I'm a big hot mess over here. All right. Right. So now we have the 3 painted and the 1 non-painted. And I want the wood grain to go sideways. You can choose to go up or down, but I'm going to go sideways. So, what we want to do at this point is go ahead and wax these really quick with a clear wax. And the reason I'm waxing them is, number one, to protect the transfer when I put the sticky stuff on there, to protect it from pulling up color and possibly even wood, you know, sawdust, wood. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word. And also, it'll give it a crisper transfer. You know, it'll be nice and crisp and it won't bleed and that sort of thing. So I'm going to wax these really quick before I go to the next step of doing the other blocks. I'm going to give each a chance to sit. I reuse these over and over again. These are just the little blue rags. You can get them in a bag in the auto department at the Super Center. This is our surface wax that I use on small pieces like this. You can also use Minwax or any other kind of clear wax, but you just put a little, I keep getting out of camera, I'm sorry. Just put a little coat. I'm going to put some on this one as well, even though I didn't paint it. Because I want to make sure I get a, well, you know what? I'm not even chalking on this. I didn't need to do that. I'm not even going to be chalking on that. But I will put a little bit on the heart and on the house. Okay. I don't know how these people that I watch do this can be so neat about it. No, so organized, and me, I'm just like, okay, just throw it out there. It's 2022 already. I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited for all the new things for everybody, the new opportunities, the new, the renewed spirits, all the fun stuff that comes with having a new year. I'm expecting great things from my friends and my family. Okay. The heart and the house. I'll go ahead and put them just a little bit of wax on these two as well. I don't remember which side I started on, so I'll just do both. Okay. Now. Oh, and this piece too. I need to put a little bit of wax on this little guy. Ooh, better be careful. I have chalk paste all over my computer. I've got a bin over here full of Valentine's Day stuff. I've started getting all that ready to put out in my booth because it is already that time. All right. Okay. Transfer. Get my transfer trimmers. So this comes with the kit. So anybody who comes to class will be taking all of this home. We'll clean up your trays and your paintbrush, and it'll all be yours to take home. This is reusable. Even if you order this for yourself and to do in your own home, these are reusable. We get about 8 to 12 uses out of them. I've gotten more. Just depends on how well you take care of them. This says you're forever welcome. This says is in the air, so I'm going to use is in the air, and I'm going to use home sweet home. Do I want to use home sweet home, or do I want to do welcome? This one is welcome. Let's see. If I'm doing it like the picture, that one says welcome. I think I'll do that. No, I like home sweet home better. Oh my gosh, decisions. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I better put some glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Well, I'm just going to start, and then whatever I end up doing is how it will end up being. I like the welcome home, but I think I prefer, hold on, I'm sorry, let me let this person know I'm not ignoring them. Thank you. I am live right now and will to you soon. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think I like the Home Sweet Home better. So I think I'm going to do that. So this is what we call a cut apart transfer because you cut it apart, right? So, and you just basically cut wherever you see the white lines. I don't always get it right, but that's okay. Sorry. I sent out a bunch of invitations just before I came on live because I am short of my 20 that I need. Thank you. I am live right now, but we'll send it soon. I appreciate you. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to cut apart all of these. I missed it. I missed the white line. I cannot cut straight for the life of me. If my life depended on being able to cut straight, I even struggle cutting straight with a paper cutter. Figure that one out? With a paper cutter, I still get it crooked. Alright, I'm loving these letters. They are going to be distressed. And the reason I say that is because if you can see all the little blue dots inside the white area, that means it's going to be distressed. The paste will not go through those spots. Alright, let's do my heart really quick. I don't know if you can see it. There's the heart. I am going to put this on here. I'm definitely going to take extra squeegees to class. So we want to use our shimmer gold. I'm going to cut it at an angle like that. And then squirt a little out. Luckily I have my container and I can just put what's left inside the container when I'm done. I'm just going to take the gold. It's not as easy to do in your hand like this. I'm holding it like this because a majority of the design is mesh, the screen mesh, and so there's not a whole lot holding it down to the heart. So I'm holding it like this because it's kind of sticking to my finger and holding it in place for me. There we go. Okay. Put that right there. I got it stuck to the table. Peel this off. Now, one of the things I didn't show you was I should have written on the back of this. I should have written on this side. This side is the shiny side. That's where this goes back. So I'm just going to set it like that so I can wash it when we're done. And so here's the heart. And I'm going to dry it a little bit so that I don't mess it up. It's so sparkly. I'm loving how sparkly it is. Shimmer gold, shimmer silver, and shimmer copper are some of my favorite colors. And now we're going to do the house with this little house cutout. Oh, see, I almost did it again. Now the reason I'd like to make sure I write on the back of the cut-aparts like this, I mean, these are all the same size. But when I try to put them back onto their backing, the backings are going to be shaped different because I don't cut straight, right? So I want to make sure that I get the right backing onto the right transfer. So this is the house. And we're going to do the house. And I didn't fuzz that one because there wasn't a whole lot of sticky to be used. I've got the fuzz cloth in my lap. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this one a little bit. This is not going to be very much sticky either because of the size of the, let's see, it goes this way. There we go. Line it up. Whoopsie. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to take this and do the same thing. And so the paste is just going to go wherever you see the white. The paste is just going to go through the screen area and leave the design on the wood. Stick it to my hand so it doesn't take off on me. My luck, it would fall down on the table this way. Kind of like when you're buttering a slice of toast, right? And if you drop it, it's definitely going to fall butter side down. That's for sure. Okay. And now I'm going to take this off the house, just like that. And put this back on here. And I'll wash that when I'm done. And then I'm going to dry this for a minute. Okay. And this the kit comes with these little sticky deals. So I'm going to put this on one here. And then peel off the backing. I'm horrible at doing this. Okay, so it looks like it's just a piece of two-sided tape. It's not like a thick sticker. There we go. So the backing is off. And I'm going to put this on here. Right about there. It's still wet. All right, I'm just going to let that sit aside. It's still wet. I'm going to let this sit aside so I don't smudge that one up. See that? It was still wet. I didn't give it enough time to dry. That's okay. Now we're going to do one side is going to do, I'm going to put is in the air. Is in the air. So I just wrote on there. These are going to be fun to play with. They don't have to just be used for this. Again, like I said, they're reusable. You don't have to have a fuzzing cloth, although they're great for this. They're also wonderful for drying your transfer if you want to use it more than once right away, but need to wash it. But you can use towels. You could put it on your shirt, you know, and fuzz it that way. It doesn't have to be this, but these are wonderful, wonderful things. All right. So I'm going to kind of center it on the stone. Well, I call it a stone. It's a wood piece. And do this. Trying to be careful not to go off the edge. This is wood, so it won't just wash off as easily as if it were, you know, a different type of surface, like a chalkboard. Worst case, you could always just go over it with some white chalk paste if you left your board white. And so at this point, I'm scraping off all the excess, making sure all the screened area is covered. And just taking off the excess and putting it back over here for the next thing that we do. Peel to reveal. Oh yeah. Love is in the air. That's what it's going to say. Put this back here for now. And I'll wash that later. So dry that. I'm going to let that sit. And I'm going to work on the other letters before I do the other side. So red, red, and red. L, V, E. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make a mess. I just know I am. All right. So, L. Isn't it cute? I'm loving this kit. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to do my class on this. My only real concern was if I was going to get it on time, so I ordered it as soon as I could. CL. And we're doing these in white. White, it doesn't matter what side you cut it from. Squirt some out. And I'm going to go ahead and cheat and use a different squeegee so I don't have to wash. I don't know what I did to my squeegee. I'm going to go this way. Because of the grain of the wood, I think it'll work better if I go this way. I'm scraping off the excess. Set this here. And yeah. L. I don't need scissors anymore, I don't think. V. You know, I'm gonna. You're right, Sandra. You are so right. V. If you don't make a mess, and if you're not wearing it, you're doing it wrong. Okay. It's going faster now. V. Set that aside. The E I'm going to be using twice. So I may... Did they give us 2 E's? Oh, they gave us 2 E's. Hallelujah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just noticed too, they're just a little bit different. So I'm glad I paid attention to that. All right. And then E. I put way too much white out. Luckily I have a container I can put it in. But I am not going to use all that. There we go. There's those. And I didn't write on here. Shame on me. I think it goes this way. Okay. Put that aside. Now I'm going to dry this a little more. It's dry. What I'm going to do, instead of just setting it on the table so that I don't, you know, scratch it up and scratch the design off, I'm going to put it right here. And then Sweet Home. Oh, that's not good. Here. There. Center that. I've done two-sided projects before where I laid it back on the table that I was working on and it got shifted around and then it scraped off, you know, my design on the original side. So I developed the habit of putting it on a towel or on my fuzzing cloth. So that's something you want to think about when you're doing your double-sided projects. Oh yeah. So we have Sweet Home. Sweet Home on this side is in the air on this side. So I'm going to dry that a little bit. Let that sit. Now this. It's going to be the H. Now, how do I know? Is this an H, an I? H, I. There. Remember that in elementary school? I want to make sure they're both going in the same direction. That way, well, hold on. If I do H, if I do H, O, M, E, it's going to be backwards on the other side. But if I put the H here, it would be, you would be able to read it correctly from both sides. So if I wanted to put this on my centerpiece on my dining, on my coffee table, and people were looking at the home side, and then there were people sitting on the other side looking at the love side, if you're looking at home, I'm spelling love backwards here. So I probably want the home here. H-O-M. No. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. That's cool. We could have if I had planned it out better, but I didn't. So that's okay. That's something I'll have to make sure I bring up in class before everybody paints their pieces of wood. And honestly, you don't have to paint it. There's a little bit of thinking that has to go into it, not a whole lot. Which is one of the reasons why I like this so much, because there's not a whole to do too much thinking. I like to be able to mindlessly do things too, because, you know, we have to use our brain all day at work. Why come home and use it again? That's what I'm going to say. All right, there's the H. And the N. Mindless is good. I agree. There's just, you know, just a certain time of day when you just got to let it shut down. So, if you're wanting to set it up so that you can read them correctly from both sides without moving it, like on a coffee table or a centerpiece on a dining room table, then you will not want to paint so fast. You'll want to do it so that you can make the O on two different blocks. And you could still paint it and put the you know, the house over it. You don't have to leave it white. I just chose to leave it white. Okay, I'm just making sure I get all the screened area. I'm out of the camera view again. I'm sorry. And there's the M. I need to wash my hands. I'm making a mess of myself. So right here, I'm probably going to want to take my teeny tiny paintbrush or put the transfer back on top and do another run over it with the squeegee so that I can fix the area that I smudged. And the E. we are almost done. All we have to do now is put the heart on the other side of the one block and then put them together. So again, this is what I'm teaching in my class Saturday. For anybody in the Tulsa and Broken Arrow area, Bixby, Jenks, all the areas surrounding us, you're welcome to join us. I have 5 spots left. And the phone number to call for registration is in the description. And I failed to put it, and I will add it. It is $30 a person. If you want to order the kit online, it's about $30. It's $29.99. So we got that's dry. We need to add the heart. Heart is dry. Let's see. I don't know if it's easier to put it on the heart and get the backing off, or to put it, there we go, that worked. See? And then take the heart. There's the heart, there's the house. So we have, let me dry the letters. I didn't dry these yet. So I'm going to set these up. I'm not going to stand them up. I'm going to set them up though. So this is how this would be sitting. For the home. Then for Valentine's Day, you just turn them around. Love is in the air. And that's it. And then all these supplies are reusable. I'm going to get all these put back into my, I'm going to put those into my containers. But you could just, use a little bit, squeeze a little bit, and then put the squeegee and do it this way instead of putting in a tray. If you're not painting, there's all kinds of ways to use these. You could put them in a sealed container, clip them, roll them shut, and clip them. So there's like a ton of this left. There's a ton left in here. There's a ton left in here. There's a whole bunch left in here, and there's still all this left on the trays. And there's a whole bunch left in here. So you can get multiple uses out of these, as well as multiple uses out of the transfer. I didn't even use these two. They can be used for something different. I can do different design, different surfaces with all these letters and designs. The L is backwards. Thank you. It was upside down. I was looking right at it too and didn't even see it. Talk about being mindless, right? I love this. I think what I'm going to do is take some sandpaper and sand down the edges a little bit. I'm going to touch up the house that I smudged. And that's it. I'm really liking this. I have to take it to the store tomorrow to set it up so people can see it. But I am really, really liking this, especially the wood pieces themselves. It is awesome. So the link is in the description if you want to get it. And honestly, I'm available. If you purchase the kit and you're confused, just holler at me and I will sit on a private room in Facebook with you and I'll walk you through it and we'll get that done for you. But that's it for tonight. I just wanted to jump on and share this with everybody. And Sandra, thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope to see you Friday. I'll get that invite posted, that event invite posted before I go to bed tonight. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And if you're interested in the online event, January 6th through 15, 2022, just let me know and I'll send you the invite to that as well. All right. Good night, everybody. Oh, I got to get up and go turn it off on the phone. Okay. Good night. Oh, shut